At tayo ngayon ay magpapatuloy ng ating leksyon. Kahapon po, very interesting po yung mga pinag-usapan po natin kasi we discuss about, yun nga po, yung bahagi po ng ating pong Code of Ethics at nagsimula po tayo doon sa ano ba yung duty natin sa ating mga kliyente. And if you remember, yesterday, we have said that when it comes to the client, ang ating paninilbihan, this should be or it should be client-centered. No? Client-centered base po tayo. Nakasentro po tayo sa kapakanan ng ating kliyente. Maibigay natin ang lahat ng ating husay at galing upang sa gayon ay magkakaroon po sila ng tinatawag po natin na value for money. Now, for today, we would be moving towards these new duties, no? Na kailangan nating pag-aralan, tingnan natin, suriin natin na maigi bilang bahagi po ng ating Code of Ethics. Okay, so today, it would be about duties towards the profession. Ano ba yung ating profession? Ano ba yung ating industriya? No? Ano ba yung ating gawain? So dapat nating himay-himayin, tingnan natin, no? Sabi nga dito, ang kanyang panimula is upholding excellence and enhancing the profession's ethical standing through honorable and principled conduct. Okay? So, mga keywords ay yung excellence. Pag sinabing excellence, yung buong husay, yung buong husay natin at yung tungkulin natin na pangalagaan natin, hindi lang pangalagaan, kung hindi ating pong sikapin na mapalaganap ang ating pong ethical standing sa pamamagitan ng honorable and principled conduct. Now, let me give you an example. Okay, paulit-ulit nating sinasabi. Kapag ang arrangement sa client 1 hour yung ating gagawin. No? Walang short-changing. No? Walang mixing in between. Kailangan pulido po yon gagawin po natin. That is doing an honorable and a principled conduct. No? Another example, kunwari, minsan kasi 'di ba uso yung mga uso bang tawag doon? Minsan karaniwan, no? Karaniwan hindi uso. Karaniwan po sa iba sa atin eh pagka may client at alam ng kasamahan natin na good giver 'yan, no? Malaki yung magbigay ng tip. Eh minsan po dahil sa inggit eh sinusulot natin yung account. Yan, no? Although yung isa sa kasama natin ay siya yung pinipili ni kliyente, antimano, sisiraan niya yung therapist na yan, no? And then para makuha niya yung account. Yung ganun. So, that is something that is not acceptable, no? If you say you are going to do an honorable and ika nga yung respectable na na principled conduct, then dapat manatili tayo doon sa ganong klaseng sitwasyon na iwasan po natin yung panlalamang, iwasan po natin yung panunulot. Okay. Now, una sa mga nandito sa talaan ay, sabi nga po, let me read. A massage therapist shall uphold the dignity and integrity. Dignity and integrity of the profession through what means by maintaining the high standards of ethical conduct and professionalism in all interactions with clients, the colleagues, and the community. So nabanggit natin kanina na yung pananatili, no, kailangang alagaan natin yung ating integridad. Pag sinabi kasing integridad, it has something to do with our character na buo, no? Na walang kapintasan, no? Na walang biak, walang breakage, ika nga, no? And to what to what ano 'yon? Ano ba yung kanyang ano ba yung endpoint ng ganitong klaseng pagkakaroon natin ng integrity? Pagkakaroon natin ng dignity is our interaction with whom? With our clients, with our colleagues, and the community. So buo po 'yan, no? Buo po 'yan. Number 2, we can see here, a massage therapist shall strive to broaden. So yung kanina has something to do with your character. Eh, ito naman ngayon sa pangalawang ano na to, sa pangalawang sa pangalawang punto, sisikapin ng therapist na lawakan niya, no? Broaden her cultural outlook and deepen her personal or his personal interest by actively seeking opportunities for what? Continuing education. Now, unahin po natin yung salitang broaden, no? Pag sinabi mong broaden, lawakan mo. Lawakan mo yung kaunawaan mo sa ating kalipunan, no? Sa ating kultura. And lalaliman natin yung ating professional interest sa anong kaparaanan sa pamamagitan ng pagkakaroon ng maraming mga pagkakataon na ating pong magkaroon po tayo ng continuing education. And I remember some time ago, meron po ako nabasang isang article na nagsasabi, sa panahon natin ngayon, no, 2026, sobrang bilis ng mga changes, no? Ang bilis ng mga pagbabago. No? There was a time, sabi nga ng iba, within 10 years, no? Sa calculation po ng ibang mga experts, within 10 years, yung knowledge ng tao nag-multiply po yan, dumodoble. Pero kamakailan lamang, hindi lang po yun, 10 years. Baka ngayon, mga every year, no? Kasi pumasok na po yung AI, yung artificial intelligence. Ibig sabihin nun yung tao, kailangan i-cope niya po lahat po yun, no? Para ano niya, ma-maximize niya yung benefit ng technology na yan, yung advancement na yan, no? Kaya ganun din po sa atin, no? Hindi lang po tayo dahil sa technology, lalo tayong dumadami yung ating mga social postings, yung ating pagbabasa diyan sa mga pagmo-monitor sa mga ano tawag niya, mga pages sa Facebook. Pero in here we can see that we have to use it in order to deepen our professional know-how. Ayan. Okay? So, continuing education, exploring diverse modalities, and staying informed about advancements in the field to enhance the quality care provided to clients. No? Sabi nga po ng iba, the biggest room on earth is what? Would you know? Ano ba yung pinakamalaking silid sa mundo? Sabi po ng iba, the biggest room on earth is the room for improvement. No? Kailangan hindi tayo makontento. Yun po yung tendency po natin eh. Lalo na po yung mga iba sa atin na medyo 20 years na, 30 years na ako nagmamasay. There is no more to learn. Hindi po. Tuloy pa rin po habang nabubuhay po. Talagang lawakan po natin. We need to learn some more. No? We need to learn some more. Okay. So, ang sunod na titingnan po natin ang punto pong pangatlo ay massage therapist should be receptive to new ideas. Okay, bakit po mahalaga po na receptive tayo sa mga bagong kaalaman? I would like to highlight the word receptive. Bakit po mahalaga po 'yon? No? Kasi nabanggit na natin kanina, andyan na po yung mga AI, andyan na po yung mga modern technology, andyan na po yung mga latest na mga gadgets, na mga gano'n, no? So everything is there. Kaya lang, walang saysay po yan sa atin kung hindi po tayo maging bukas sa mga bagong kaalaman, hindi tayo maging bukas sa mga bagong ideya, hindi tayo maging bukas sa mga panibagong kaparaanan. No? These are innovations and that contributes to the development and growth of the profession. So remember, mayroon tayong ganitong o ganoong obligasyon. No? They should actively engage in ongoing research, collaborate with peers, and participate in professional development activities to advance the practice of massage therapy. So, going back dito sa keyword natin, receptiveness, no? Dapat may kahandaan tayo. Huwag tayong natitiraten. No? Iba sa atin kasi pag may mga bagong bagay, natitiraten eh, no? So, kaya reactive, no? Or defensive, hindi lang reactive, defensive. So, wag yon gano'n. Kailangan mga kaibigan, tanggapin natin yung mga bagay na bago. And then we try to adjust. We have to learn new things and adjust these things in such a way that it will be on our side. No? Makakatulong po sa atin. Okay? So, Ang pang-apat na titingnan natin ay sabi dito, a massage therapist should not directly, ito, pag-isipan natin na maigi, directly or indirectly assist in what? Any immoral or illegal practices. Ayan. Okay. So, mahalaga po yan. No? Dalawang bagay po. Kailangan wag tayo ma-involve directly. Ibig sabihin ng directly, tayo mismong gumagawa or indirectly. Pag sinabing indirectly, tayo po yung instrumento upang mangyari po yung mga ganong immoral at mga illegal na mga gawain. No? So, what I'm saying here is we should not take part in any way, no, sa mga bagay na ito. At instead, ang gagawin po natin ay atin pong i-report, no, yung mga bagay patungkol dito, kung sino-sino yung gumagawa ng mga bagay na hindi kaaya-aya, at hayaan natin na yung mga otoridad, sila na po ang ano po, sila na po titingin at sila na po ang gagawa po ng action. So all you have to do is report these things and let the authorities do its part. Okay? Ayun po. And gusto kong i-highlight din po natin, this is to part doon sa ating upholding, no? Uphold the ethical standards and integrity of the profession. Okay? So ingat po tayo doon, ha? Ingat po tayo doon. Kaya paalaala po sa atin na wag tayong maging parte sa anumang bagay na immoral at anumang bagay na illegal. Ayan. Oh? So malinaw po 'yon. Okay? So for a while. Ayan. Now, let's move forward. Ba't tayo nang gumalo? Hello? Dala. Dumami yung check. Congratulations. June. Okay. Yeah, we're done with the new ideas indirectly. And yung panghuli, ande po dito sa ating pong profession, massage therapist should provide an optimal level of professional massage service pa. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin po ng optimal? No? Optimum. Ibig sabihin po noon talagang to the max, no? Optimal level of professional massage service by demonstrating, again, this word, excellence, and promoting health and wellness on health and well-being through responsible, compassionate, and respectable touch. Ayan, okay? And how do we do that? Sabi nga po dito, by prioritizing the needs and preference of clients, maintaining a safe and welcoming environment, and upholding the highest quality of. Ayan, later kasi mahirap na i-move yung ating pong page. So, yun po yung bumalik po ulit yung salitang excellence, no? So, to give your optimal service, to give your best, kailangan tayo, nag-excel tayo, no? We excel in the field that we are in, no? And then we help promote. We do not only excel in practice, we help promote health and well-being through being responsible, through compassionate method of doing things, and of course, through a respectable or respectful touch. Yan. No? So, yun po yung ating pong kailangan gawin. No? Paulit-ulit lang po yung mga salitang excellence, promotion, respect, yung mga ganong bagay. No? So, mahalaga po na paalaala po yan sa atin ng ating kagawaran ng pangkalusugan. Okay. So, ayan. Lipat tayo. Okay? Ang susunod naman, karugtong nung kanina, care therapist ensures delivery of exceptional service and reflects the values and principles of the profession. Okay. Moving forward. Yan. Ang susunod na tatalakayin natin ay patungkol naman sa duties towards the kanino? Co-practitioners. Sino po yung co-practitioners? Yun po yung kasamahan po natin sa industriya, no? Co-practitioners. Sila po yung kasamahan po natin. Now, promoting camaraderie, support, and professional respect among fellow practitioners. I like that, no? I like the word respect sa mga kapwa, mga practitioners, sa mga kapwa natin ng mga massage therapist. And by the way, I hope I will not be hearing from you again that term masahista, no? Kasi, di ba, malimit, narinig natin yan. Yung mga salitang masahista, pag nakikinig tayo ng mga balita sa radyo, di ba, minsan sa TV, masahista. Ang masahista kasi medyo negative yung kanyang connotation. Di ba? May stigma yan eh. Pag sinabing masahista, nako, ano naman yung pinanggagawa ng mga yan. Okay, now, yung DOH, para maalis po yung stigma na yan, hanggat maaari po, sabi po ng DOH, huwag niyong gamitin yung term na masahista. You educate the people and let them know that when you refer to massage people, massage therapist, massage professional, ang kanilang katawagan po ay massage therapists. Ayan. Okay? Malinaw na po yun ha. Huwag po yung salitang masahista. Sorry. Kasi may stigma po, di ba? So, sinabi natin, it should be massage therapist. Now, okay. Number 1 in the list. A massage therapist is expected to collaborate, no? Collaborate harmoniously with colleagues. Ayan. Sandali. I'm sorry. Nag-glare yung ating screen. Okay. Umakyat na siya dyan. Okay. So, pag sinabi nating collaborate, ibig sabihin po yun, siya ay makipagtulungan. No? Siya po ay makipag-ugnayan. Kanino? Kanino po siya makipag-ugnayan? Makikipag-ugnayan po sa mga colleagues, sa mga kasamahan. No? And what do you do to do that? We have to share your knowledge and experience for the collective benefit of all massage therapists. Collective, ibig pangkalahatan po na benepisyo po yan. No? That's number 1. Number 2, it is imperative for massage therapists to exercise utmost caution, tact, and discretion in their interactions with fellow professionals, refraining from making any statements, yan, no? Makinig po kayo na maigi, any statements that may undermine the client's trust in their colleagues. No? Ano po ang ibig pong sabihin? Iwasan po natin ang pagmamarites. Ayan. Yan, no? Marites. Ay, sorry I hope wala tayong kasama na Marites yung pangalan, no? Ayan, kasi yun po yung pag sinabing hindi naman po lahat na pero kawawa naman yung mga nagngangalang Marites no kasi yun nga nagkakaroon po ng ganung stigma. Okay. So, ibig sabihin lang po iwasan po natin yung ating pananalita, no? Utmost caution. Mag-iingat po tayo. Before you say a word, you have to think twice. You have to think thrice, no? Bago mo bitawan yung salita na yan. Kasi ang salita, sabi nga po ng iba, it has the power to build and to destroy. Di ba? Kaya mag-iingat po tayo. Okay. Philip, you're raising your hand. Ano po ang ating concern, Philip? Philip, go ahead. Philip, o si ano din, may problema ba? So you don't get left behind. Okay. Sige po. Siguro nagkamali lang po kayo. No? So kung mayroon po kayong concern, may chat nyo na lang po ako. Babasahin ko na lang po later. Okay? So there you are. No? Ingat po tayo doon sa mga bagay pa na ating pong sinasabi. Lalo na kung may intention po tayo na manira ng ating kapwa. Ito yung sinasabi po dito, ma-undermine. No? Maapektuhan po yung pagtitiwala po sa atin ng ating client. Tandaan po natin, anything that we see or we do against any member of the industry that we belong to, it would virtually affect everyone in the industry. No? So, kala mo, siya lang. Hindi. ang ating reputation po ay maging masama din po sa mata ng ating client. Okay? Kaya mag-iingat po tayo. Number 3, yan, sandali, move ko lang na konti yung screen. Massage therapist shall refrain from assuming responsibility for a client already under the care of a massage therapist. Ano po yung ibig sabihin po noon? Yun po yung sinabi na po natin kanina, yung panunulot, no? Ina-assume mo, tapos wala kang permission, basta lang, ano na, yun, kumbaga, inaagaw mo yung account, no? Inaagaw mo yung client. Maliban lang, sabi nga dito, unless in cases of emergency or take note of this with explicit endorsement of the primary therapist. No? So, pag pinasa sa iyo ng maayos, saka mo tatanggapin. Huwag mong susulutin, no, para makom yung account, kundi kailangan maayos po. Kaya lang, tulad ng sinabi po rito, mayroon po siyang qualifier po rito. Ang sabi po niya, kung mayroon pong emergency, kung sakali po hindi po available yung therapist, then that's the time you take over. Pero kailangan ipaalam mo yon sa iyong, kung if you have the head therapist, dapat malaman po niya or even the spa manager or operator. Okay? Para maiwasan po ang pagkakaroon po ng hindi pagkakaunawaan. Okay? Ayan. Okay. The next one is in cases, ayan, ito na, tandaan na po natin, ano po? In cases of irreconcilable, pag sinabing irreconcilable, hindi na pwedeng ayusin talaga, no? Kasi hindi nga pwedeng ma-reconcile no? Gawa siguro ng magkaiba yung pananaw, magkaiba yung background, yung mga ganon. Irreconcilable disputes or conflicts among massage therapists, it is essential to refer the matter to the appropriate authorities. Wow, no? Appropriate authorities such as the Center for Health Development. This is about the DOH regional office and the Health Human Resource Development Unit or HRDU or the CEMT. Ano po ibig sabihin po ng CEMT? This is the Committee of Examiners for Massage Therapy. No? So yun po yung nangangasiwa po ng pagbibigay po sa atin, sa inyo ng exam. Iyan po ay under po sa komite, no, ng CEMT. Ayan. Now, okay, so yun po yung ano, kasi alam nyo, wag nating kalimutan that we are all social beings, no? So may mga interaction na hindi mo maiwasan, nagkakaroon ng conflict, nagkakaroon ng misunderstanding to a point na naging yung dispute na yan, no? And then yun nga, worse is naging irreconcilable na, no? Hindi na pwedeng matagpi, hindi na pwedeng ayusin, no? So idadaanan natin sa tamang proseso. Now, this is where this is the beauty of having an association among ourselves. Bakit po? Kasi po tayo na po dapat na magre-regulate no? Parang kumbaga sa broadcast media yung KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcasters sa Pilipinas. Yan. Sila po nagre-regulate ng kanilang hanay. Whoever joins their ranks, kailangan susunod ka sa aming patakaran, no? And they regulate. Yun po yung kapangyarihan po ng association. That's why we're praying na sana bigyan tayo ng Panginoon ng pagkakataon na magkaroon din po tayo ng ganoon, no? Ng isang association. Okay. Now, ang sumunod na titingnan po natin ay number 5. Sabi po, it is crucial to encourage other licensed massage therapists to engage in what? To actively engage in self-regulation processes, including internal assessments and external evaluation of professional performance and the implementation of remedial measures and disciplinary actions for members who do not meet established standards. Okay. So ito ngayon ang sinasabi natin. Ito na po yung pagkakaroon ng association. Okay? Ayan. No? Kasi mahalaga po yan no? magkakaroon po ng self-regulation, i-regulate po ng nakapaloob sa hanay po niyaan yung mga bagay-bagay, no, para maging smooth and harmonious ang relationship ng bawat isa, not only within our ranks but also as we interact with the public, no? Yun po yun eh. Kaya pag dumating yung araw, meron tayong isang pulidong organization, then we could also talk with politicians, no? Yung mga taga-Congress, yung mga taga-Senado, para tumulong silang bumalangkas o tumulong tayong bumalangkas ng panukalang batas upang sa gayon, yun yung magiging pag naging batas po yan, meron na tayo mga mapanghawakan na mga bagay na ikauunlad ng ating industriya. Okay? So the keyword here is encourage, no? Yung ibang mga LMT, no? Pag kayo ay umexam ngayong December and Lord willing pumasa kayo, then nakapag-oath kayo, then magiging legit, no? Maging legit kayo na LMT or licensed massage therapists. Okay? Ayan. And the next one is collaborating with other massage therapy associations to advance the professional standing of massage therapy is essential. Okay? So ito po yung uli ang salitang collaboration and advancement of the professional standing of massage therapy. No? So dito yung totoong-totoo yung kasabihan that yung kumbaga sa walis tingting, no? Pagka binugkos-bugkos mo yung tingting na yan, naku, napaka-pwersa, napaka-power yan, powerful. Yan, pag hiniwalay mo, yan yung wala siyang kagamit-gamit. Okay? So, two heads is better than one. At ika nga, no, there is no lone rangers in the industry that uh, we are in. Okay? The next one is licensed massage therapists should be motivated to continuously enhance their skills and knowledge in the field of massage therapy. Ayan. Okay? Yan po ay isang tungkulin po natin, no? Kailangan po natin na tumalon. Sorry. Ayan. Continuously enhance the skills. Tumalon. Ang likot niya. Enhance their skills and knowledge in the field of massage therapy. Constructive criticism of colleagues should benefit the client and improve service quality. Ayan, no? So, kailangan po natin ng criticism, no? Self-criticism, tsaka yung, ano bang tawag nun? Yung mga, may mga kritisismo sa sarili at sa sistema, hindi. Kailangan po yung constructive criticism. Pag sinabi po natin constructive criticism, ang layunin ng yung pagpuna ay para maging maayos. No? Hindi lang po yung paninira, kundi para mag-i-improve yung sistema. And ano po yung effect po niyan? It should benefit the clients, improve service quality, and it should be formally addressed to appropriate authorities for fair evaluation. Ayan. Okay. Tumatalon yung slide natin. At ang panghuli ay criticizing competitors' qualifications solely to gain a competitive advancement in employment is unethical and should be avoided by all massage therapists. No? So, yan na po. Tulad ng binabanggit po natin kanina, mahalaga po na tayo po ay iwasan po natin yung paninira, no? Paninira ng kapwa para magkaroon ng to gain advantage, no? Hindi pwede po 'yon. Dapat patas tayo lagi, no? Sa labanan natin sa buhay, kailangan natin laging patas. Okay? So there you are. Yan po ang kabuuan po ng ating duties towards our co-practitioners. Now, Ano naman yung ating duty towards our yan, employers? Yan, hello. Yan, may mga employers po tayong kasamahan po dito. No? Okay, demonstrating fairness, honesty, and loyalty in interaction with employers. Now, before we proceed, let's have a short break. Then we will continue on with our discussion for a while. Okay, tuloy tayo. The next item in the natitingnan po natin is duties towards the employers. Medyo, actually, in the past, medyo ito yung medyo masalimuot na na pag ano na pangyayari sa mga spa. Okay. I do not know. If you have questions, maybe later i-chat niyo po ako. Tingnan natin. Massage therapists are expected to uphold the highest ethical standards by refraining from entering into agreements with institution or enterprise of questionable repute, involvement in illegal activities or agreements that contravene the provisions outlined in this code. Ano pong ibig sabihin po nun? Medyo mahaba po siya. Ano po? Kailangan po mag-iingat po tayo na magkaroon po ng arrangement, no? Kanino po? Magkaroon po ng arrangement doon po sa mga institutions or enterprises with questionable repute, no? And kung mayroong mga legal na activities na kung saan ay kumukontra sa letter and intent ng ating pong Code of Ethics, no? So, I think I don't have to elaborate on this kasi self-explanatory na po siya, no? Maintaining integrity in professional affiliations is the paramount to preserving the trust and credibility of the massage therapy profession. Okay, so iwas-iwas po sa mga bagay. Pag nalaman po natin na medyo may problema po yung isang institusyon na yan o yung isang grupo na yan, iiwasan po natin. Okay? The next one is number 2. Massage therapists employed within accredited training institutions or wellness enterprise are required to conscientiously, pumasok uli yung salitang conscientiously, adhere to all legal agreements established with all entities. By demonstrating unwavering commitment to the terms of the employment, therapists contribute to a culture of accountability and professionalism within the workplace. Okay. Hindi ko na maintindihan kung bakit napunta po rito yung accredited training institution. Um, Pero po ang makikita po natin dito ay ang kalagahan po ng, I like the word here na two words, accountability and professionalism. Yan, paulit-ulit po natin naririnig po yan. Pag sinabi accountability, we are responsible to our actions. No? Hindi po natin, dapat pagka may mga ganong issues, haharapin po natin po yan at kung ano man yung, kung mayroon mang, kung napatunayan tayo ay may violation, then tanggapin natin kung ano man yung maging kaparusahan. That is accountability. Professionalism is working within the highest or performing our function as massage therapist to the optimum level. Okay. Ang sumunod na titingnan natin ay yung number 3. Provide massage therapy training. Therapists are encouraged. Taas ko lang konti, no? Kasi may nag-flicker. Yan. Are encouraged to actively engage in ongoing research to enhance their understanding of the art and science of practice. I do not know if you've heard me say that massage is both science and art. Bakit po science? Science because we base everything on anatomy, on physiology. Art because it is a means of expressing ourselves, no? Yun po yung pagpapahayag po ng ating pong sarili. That is the art, no? Kaya nga magkasama po yung dalawa, no? Massage is both science and art. Ayan. Okay? By employing effective teaching methodologies aligned with regulatory standards and institutional guidelines, therapists shall ensure the delivery of high quality education that meets evolving the needs of student and the industry. Okay? So it has something to do with more on the training side. Now, yung pangapat is massage therapists must vigilantly avoid conflicts, no? Vigilant. Pag sinabing vigilant, dapat ano ka, no? Alerto, no? At sabi nga, iwasan po ang conflict of interest and refrain from participating in activities that may undermine the objectives of the training institutions or wellness enterprises. Ito medyo nagtataka lang ako ba't in-insert nila yung training institutions po dyan. No? Affiliated with the through mutual agreements and by prioritizing the interests and goals of their employing organization, therapists must uphold the principles of loyalty and dedication essential for fostering a harmonious and productive professional environment. So paulit-ulit po yung salitang loyalty, dedication, yung harmony, no? And professional environment. Ayan. Okay. So yun po yung actually hindi po napag-usapan po dito yung client and employee relationship, no? Yun po yung sinabi ko po kanina na sa totoong buhay marami akong naririnig, no, na may mga malaking conflict po patungkol po sa mga bagay na yon, no? So ayun po, basta lang po pinalalala lang po tayo ng DOH na kailangan po tayo maging maingat, no, sa mga bagay na ating pong ginagawa at kinakailangan po. Ito sa totoong buhay lang po, yung mga nagkakaroon po kasi ng conflict of interest kapag si client ay sinusulot na ng therapist. No? Kasi may mga ganun minsan, no? Si therapist, dahil magaling po siya, kinakiusap ng client na wag na akong pumunta dito, home service mo na lang ako, 'di ba? I do not know if you know this, no? Pero I think it happens na minsan po kasi yun nga, no, nadadala po sa pera, nadadala po sa mga kung anong regalo, yun, instead na magpamasahe po sa spa, nagkakaroon na lang po ng internal arrangement, no, na home service na lang to the disadvantage of the spa organization or spa establishment. So, please don't do that, no? Kasi putting yourself in the shoes of the owners, no? Kasi kung kayo may-ari, nag-invest kayo, ang laki ng ginastos ninyo para lang mapanatiling intact yung negosyo na yan. Tapos all of a sudden, you have people na unti-unti sinusulot yung client to their own advantage. So that's unprofessionalism. No, we shouldn't do that. Okay? Yun. So, moving forward, tutungo na tayo ngayon dito sa may tungkol sa issue po ng allied professionals. So, but I think we only have a few minutes left. Siguro po, I'll open this time para po kung mayroon po kayong katanungan, I would like to hear from you if you have issues and concerns because it's almost time. Sige po, kuklose ko lang yung slide. And let me hear from you, no? You may send your message sa chat group. Baka may mga tanong kayo, clarification, na lalo na doon sa mga patungkol sa client and therapist relationship. Uh, operators, spa operators and therapist relationship. Naranasan mo yung ganong klase mga problema? Okay. So, ayan. Waiting. Kung mayroon kayong tanong, paki-raise yung kamay and then we'll try to answer whatever it is that you might have. What about si Michael? Michael, do you have any question or clarification? Michael? Ayan. So, go ahead, Michael.
Ay, wala naman po, Sir Benji. Okay naman po.
Okay na sa'yo. Okay,
Opo.
si JP. JP, go ahead. Baka mayroon kang clarification or mayroon kang gustong linawin doon sa ating discussion sa mga bahagi po ng Code of Ethics. Wala naman? Okay, so I think yes, I would like to hear also from kay Joy Peter. Joy Peter, do you have anything to be clarified on? Hello? Are you there?
Yes po.
Okay,
Nothing, no
go ahead po.
question po. It's very clear po.
Malinaw naman po.
Opo.
Sige, sige,
Thank you.
sige. Okay, you're welcome. Sige po, so like what I said kanina, we endeavor na, basta importante lang po talaga, client-center based po tayo, and then whatever we do it not only for ourselves, but also for the industry that we are moving on, no? Kasi ito yung buhay po natin eh, no? Dapat ilagay natin yung sarili natin dito at palaguin natin yung industriya natin. Marami po kasing balakid eh, marami mga challenges, no? Marami po mga stigma na hindi maganda. And we need to do something. We have to rise above the situation in such a way na maibalik yung respeto ng na karapat dapat para sa atin sa ating pong industriya na ginagalawan. Tandaan po natin, napakaganda po ng benepisyo po ng pagmamasahe at mahalaga-mahalaga po na pangalagaan po natin po yan kasi po ika nga very thin po yung line nung legit tsaka yung mga gawain na hindi po legit, no? Nagkakaroon po ng hindi magandang pangyayari kapag nahaluan po ng mga bagay-bagay na wala naman pong kinalaman sa lehitimong kaparaanan ng pagmamasahe. So I think I have said that for today. Maraming salamat and see you again tomorrow sa pagpapatuloy po natin. Hopefully matatapos na po natin yung discussion natin by tomorrow sa Code of Ethics. God bless and see you again tomorrow. Bye for now. Arigato po.